It's very exciting because I started building these buildings in 1975. I built the world's largest windmill at the time to pull roller coasters up the hill. I built a 6,000 square foot earth sheltered home, and that was my first experimental home. This is all glass. This has a rainforest in the front. We're facing south, southeast, and we collect the heat from the sun in the winter to make radiant heat go into the building at night. It's the most beautiful side. Most people don't get to see the side because it's facing the canyon here. But as you can see, the solar and the wind and the biofuel building is fully sustainable. Where we have no water, we have no electricity. We have to manufacture everything we have here in a high desert. The world can live in a fully sustainable home safely, even in the most remote areas. This is the home over 30 years later that we developed. We call it a technology incubator, where we take all the sciences and integrate it in something called the science of sustainable integration. And as you can see over here, we harvest our water 6 times. So we collect the water from the roof. This roof acts like a leaf of a tree. We collect all the energy, we collect the water, it runs on the roof into a scupper, into our 5,000-gallon cistern. Look at that, look at all that water from the cistern.
Oh yeah.
There's our water system. Look at all that. So there's 2 roofs collecting water simultaneously, goes into our special cistern here. Here's the beautiful art piece cistern. It's a 5,000-gallon cistern that collects water from that roof and this roof. This water goes down this side, collects in a scupper, and goes back into this tube. And then that water from that roof goes in this back scupper and goes into here. The other way we accumulate water is inside. Transpired leaves give atmospheric water. We collect that water, the purest water in the world. So those are our 2 systems. So we collect the water from the roof in a cistern. It goes through our gray water and dark water rainforest. Provides us the shower water, provides us for the water that actually flushes the toilets. It also allows us to make oxygen, medicine, and food. It allows the banana leaf to take carpet fibers out of the air because it provides oxygen and collects dust. And not one drop of water leaves this building. The other thing we have is a air-to-water machine that takes atmospheric water out of the air that we're creating because we made our own biosphere here. The wastewater transpires through the plants, and then the air-to-water machine collects that atmospheric water. So we have the first fully closed loop system in the world. We collect water from the rain, and at the end of our waste cycle, transpired through the leaves, we collect water from the atmosphere. So we're the only place in the world that has that, and we're very excited about that. Here is the main part of the building, and as you can see again, that we have these wonderful vortexes that basically, it's like a waterfalls. It gives you peace, and it spins in a vortex like a tornado. And then it goes through a magnetic field, and it makes the space very energetic, a very peaceful feeling to be around those, and they help oxygenate the water. Let's take you upstairs where we can show you our double and triple greenhouses. The most exciting part of the building is the design. We're about to deliver to the world within a year $100,000 to $125,000 homes that are about 1,000 square foot. So what we do is we have compartments. When you build a rainforest, part of your building, it does 5 things. It reduces air conditioning by 80%. It reduces heating by 80%. It provides oxygen, medicine, and food, transpires the waste from the building through its leaves, and then we take an air-to-water machine and we extract that moisture. It is a closed-loop system. We waste nothing, and there's nothing left for the septic or sewage. There's nothing that leaves this building for the oceans or rivers. We have 3 areas of the home. They're barriers. The cold or heat is outside. This first chamber protects you from cold or heat. When the cold or heat comes through here, the heat can go out through the roof. The cold is chambered here. During the winter, we'll shut this door. In this space, if it's 0 degrees out, we'll get 39 to 40 degrees in this space in the morning with no heat. And when we shut this other door, this space in a worst scenario, it could be 100 degrees or 40 degrees. This space, whether it's hot or cold, can be 75 degrees if it's extremely hot outside, or 64 degrees if it's extremely cold. And then the third barrier in the bedroom gets about 68 degrees with no heat because of the way we design a sustainable home. So automatically eliminating 80 to 90% of your energy bill by very good design, making water and oxygen, medicine and food if you choose to. So at 0 degrees outside with no heat, you can be in your living space at 68 degrees. Any other home would freeze and the pipes would burst. We use the rainforest and our barriers as a heating air conditioning system and a water manufacturing system, and to provide oxygen, medicine, and food. So what happens here, every time we use the sink or go to the bathroom, our food automatically pops out of the kitchen. And these are beautiful bananas growing. Another month they'll be ripe. And all we do is shower and bathe and do our duty to God and country, and the bananas reward us every time. It's a perfect biosphere because the design creates an atmosphere where you're eliminating most of your energy needs. So when you do put power systems in, you're not wasting anything.
Trees are actually the answer to reducing our greenhouse gas emissions. I have planted over 1.3 million trees over 22 years. All of the global warming greenhouse gases, carbon, oxygen too, that is what the tree is pulling out of the atmosphere. That's where it gets its bark and its mass. So if we could create armies of tree planters, we could solve this problem.
Angel's Nest is a place where there is research and development, cutting-edge technologies showing that you can live in harmony and peace with the planet and have luxury and elegance, and that it can actually be for everyone.
Bye-bye.